Are you considering to buy land? If you're considering to buy land, I'm advising you to save this video and refer to it when you're buying that land. So, in today's video, I felt it pertinent to talk about how land is measured. I have noticed that very many people undermine this important element when it comes to buying land. When you're buying land, you're supposed to be aware of how land is measured. Or you're at least supposed to be aware of the minimum size required when you're buying land that you want to title in the long run, so that you don't end up buying land that you cannot title or doesn't meet the requirements and you feel cheated at the end of the day. Hi, my name is Joan.A. I'm a lawyer and welcome back to Law Joan. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how land is measured so that we avoid feeling cheated at the end of the day, or we avoid ending up where our money is not working for us. We end up buying something that does not benefit us at the end of the day. I can give you an example of a client that I had previously that came to me and wanted to title land, only to find out that the land he had bought could not be titled. Why? It could not meet the minimum requirements set by Ministry of Lands. So the minimum size that is set by Ministry of Lands for someone to title their land is 50 by 100 feet. But however, let me call this person Moses for confidentiality reasons. So Moses had always wanted to acquire land in Gayaza, and he had always wanted to get a 50 by 100 feet. However, one day he got a phone call from the broker who was telling him that he had got for him the perfect land that he was always looking for. This broker told him that the 40 by 120 feet that he purchased was bigger than the 50 by 100 feet. So Moses thought when you're measuring land, you add both sides of the land, meaning when you add 40 plus 120, of course you're going to get 160. And when you add 50 plus 100, you're going to get 150. So you're going to conclude that land of 40 by 120 feet is bigger than the land of 50 by 100 feet, which is actually very wrong. When you're measuring land, you're supposed to get the area of both sides. So when you get the area of both sides, you're going to find that 40 times 120, you're going to get 4,800 square feet. And when you multiply 50 by 100, you're going to get 5,000 square feet. So obviously you can see land of 50 by 100 feet is bigger than the land of 40 by 120 feet. But you should take note that you can't simply rely on this. You're going to find that there is land that you're purchasing, but the sides are not regular. It's not going to be always regular. So it's important for you to have a surveyor to help you get the right dimensions of the land. You could find that you're having land that has more than two sides and not the land that I'm referring to right now where I'm explaining to you the example. You could find that the land has more than 10 sides, 7 sides. So it will be hard for you to get the accurate dimensions of that land if you're just relying on calculating the area by yourself. So, and also one thing that you should understand, some sizes of lands are very hard to construct on. Now, for instance, this land that Moses had bought, the land was elongated and it was very hard to plan for such a land to constructively construct on it without the land looking disorganized. So, and yet if he had relied on a professional to help him, he wouldn't have been in such a position where he acquired such land. So what do you take from this? It's important for you that when you are purchasing land, make sure that you get a professional, let's say a surveyor, to get for you the right coordinates. Do not rely on the broker's words or the seller's words when they tell you that this is the size of the land, and you also go with that, because at the end of the day you'll be disappointed. And also don't rely on unreliable methods like using a tape measure. Sometimes, most times, people who have used tape measures, they get to find that they are actually purchased a smaller size of land than what they actually thought they bought. So it's very important for you not to undermine this important element when you are purchasing land. If you're still watching, thank you for watching. I do not take it for granted. And please don't forget to subscribe and follow, depending on where you're watching me from. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any updates. Until next time, have a lovely rest of your time.